Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 8 trades. Today's date is November the 5th and I'm using my new trigger zones trading system. Now as you can see, I took all the trades from before 6 a.m. up until about almost 7:30. And I closed them all out after 7, and some of them were after between like up to about 8:30, 8:22. So by 8:30 in the morning, I am done trading as I am doing this video for YouTube. Now these trades were taken directly from my daily trade plan. Right here, the new and improved daily trade plan. I decided to remove all the much slower moving pairs that were not paying very much. I'm just concentrating on my workhorses and of course these 9 instruments. And now if you would have had this daily trade plan this morning, you could have taken all the same trades I've done and made hundreds of pips. You also have to pay attention and watch for high impact news. I use Forex Factory and I put a link right in here for you. All you got to do is click on this link and it'll go to today's high impact news, which happened to be non-farm payroll, which was at 8:30 this morning. But after I drilled down the lights, I knew which way the market was going to go prior to the high impact news. So if you have any questions or if you're interested in my daily trade plan, just get in contact with me. I do charge $100 a month for it. So moving right along. Now in this first trade here, I tightened my stop on the pound New Zealand a little bit too tight and it popped up right here and it kicked me out. But that's the way trading goes. If you make an error, sometimes things like that will happen. So I did drill down the lights. I do that not only for the daily trade plan but for my own personal use. I knew that I wanted to be selling. There's the arrow. So I sold it. Let's see where I got in at. I was watching so many pairs. Should have cashed out over here. Made that mistake. And even after it spiked up there, I would have had a chance to clear out with a profit. Could have made like 16 pips. But I ended up losing out on 28 pips here. So that's a negative 28 pips. And that produced minus $2,054. Just remember, there's no trader in the whole world who wins 100% of the time. And that includes myself. Remember, you must have trade management and money management in order. And you can see I do more than 1 or 2 trades at a time because I never know which instrument will move the most. Okay, now we can get into the winning trades. Pound CAD. Pound CAD, here we go. After I drilled down the lights, I knew I wanted to be selling. There's the arrow. A lot of things on the charts here are telling me to short it, so that's exactly what I did. Now I was up before 6 o'clock in the morning, so trading at this point in time did go against me about 12 pips, and I closed it out just being happy with about 22 pips. And when I say I'm happy, that means I've got 100 or more pips, and looking at the totals down there, that is well above 300 pips. So those 22 pips on the pound CAD paid out $1,847. Moving right along to the Eurocat. Another one looked really good for going down. There's the arrow. I did drill down the lights. Everything was screaming to sell. So that's exactly what I did. Did qualify when I pulled the trigger also for a great way to trade. That's used in all the indicators, top and bottom, and telling me so. So I took the trade at this cursor right here, and it looks like I closed out with about 25 pips, and 25 pips on the Eurocat paid $2,088. Moving right along to the 30-year bonds. Let's run a check on that. Here we go. After I drill down the lights, and by the way, I teach exactly how to do that within my top 2 very best trigger systems. I do teach it on a lot of the other ones also. It's called How to Trade Higher Time Frames. So if you get the system, watch those videos. So it did qualify for a great way to trade. Higher time frames are saying to buy. There's the arrow. Also, it said it on my daily trade plan. Can show you again. 30-year bonds. Watch for bullish trade. So let's see where I got in at. Did go against me a little bit, but remember that was non-farm payroll kicking in. I wasn't too worried about it. I knew that it would spike around. Did go against me 25 pips. Could have got a lot more, like almost 100. Probably 100, yes. Over 100. But I was happy with 62. Keep in mind that the 30-year bonds pays $5 a pip. And what did I say about that? 62 about? That would be about right. Paid out $3,150. So remember, the trigger zones, along with the daily trade plan, will help you tremendously. Okay, let's see now. S&P 500. Here we go. Another one qualified for a great way to trade. And there's the arrow, higher time frame, said to buy. So that's exactly what I did. Bought it. Got in here knowing I knew that it could come back. Wasn't too worried about it. Even prior to high impact news, it did not bother me. That's 54 pips. Keep in mind, each pip is worth $5. And also keep in mind, 10 or 20 pip stop will not hold on futures. You've got to give it this wiggle room. Could have made a lot more. 228. 228. Locking in about, looks like 67. That would be about right. $5 a pip. So it puts it at 3. That'd be right. 67 pips times $5 a pip times the lot sizes paid out $3,375. Moving right along to the Nasdaq. Remember this Nasdaq, $20 a pip. Be careful. So let's see. Didn't quite qualify for a great way to trade, but the higher time frames was saying to buy. There you go, Nasdaq. Preferred bullish trade. What more could you ask for? It's super easy and a lot of fun if you have a good system and a good trade plan. And until the day you can master this, like I have, putting one together, you should have it, because you're going to struggle for months and months, if not years. So this definitely will speed up your learning curve, especially if you get your hands on the trade simulator. Remember, I throw that in also. Here it is right here, the trading simulator for the MT4. They give you $10,000 practice, and over the course of the weekend you can put in the equivalent of 1 year's worth of trading. It will help your trading and will speed up your learning curve. So if you do this for 1 month, it's like trading for 4 years. So you're gonna weed out all your mistakes, and you can focus on, your trade entries and your winning trades. So whoever picks up my trigger zones, I will show you how you can get your hands on this for free. There is no charge for this. Okay, now that I know the higher time frames, telling me to buy, so let's see where I got in at. Right here in this candle, waiting for the pullback, but it actually did a bigger pullback, but that's okay. I knew the higher time frames was going to go back up to at least here, and that's one of the reasons why I closed out here, because I was happy with the totals. Let's see where I got in at. Right there, closed out the trade. Looks like 25 or 26. That would be 26. The reason why I say 26 is because 26 times 2 is 52, so that's for sure is 26 pips on the Nasdaq, paying out $5,200. Moving right along to the Dow Jones, another one I bought. Another great looking setup for a great rate of trade. The higher time frames was screaming to buy. There it is right there, Dow Jones. Look at all the ups. Bullish trade, watch for it, and it's preferred. So bingo, a no-brainer. Take the trade on any kind of a pullback. Got in right here. Could have made a lot more. Now I'm looking at it. 344 pips. Looks like I received as soon as it's done jumping around. Let's go with 126. Remember, it's only $5 a pip. Divide that by 2. So that would be about right, around 6 and change. So 126 pips paid out $6,350. Moving on to the last instrument, the Russell. $10 a pip it pays. Good looking example of a great way to trade. The higher time frames are suggesting to buy. So it was a no-brainer. Don't have to show you the daily trade plan because it was another buy setup, preferred. What more can I say? Didn't even go 1 pip against me. Could have made a lot more. Let's see, 50, 100. Let's take a closer look at this. Got in there, got to get it bang on or it won't read properly. 145 bang right on times $10. Down at the bottom, that worked out to 14,500. 145. I could have made double that, over 30,000. One of these days I'm going to let it run. But you can't knock 34, way over 300 pips here, so I'm very happy with that. Well, another great day of trading, and I just added up all the pips and ticks total, and as I said, I was correct when I said it's way over 300. It's actually way over 400. Today's pips came to 445 pips, and that paid out $34,456. So if your trading is not producing like my trigger zone system, well, I suggest you get your hands on it And to do so, all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll get this information. My trigger zone system, I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market or the cycles. And these indicators down at the bottom, they pinpoint the up and down cycles. You got to get in at the beginning of the cycle, not at the end of the cycle. And that's where all the new traders, and when I say new traders, you could be at this for 2-3 years or more, and if you don't have the proper education and you don't spend enough time in front of the charts, you are still considered a new trader, as you are still learning. Now, my trigger zone system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Comes with 6 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now, I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. By the way, this is all just bonus stuff, which will be of great benefit to you learning how to trade the markets. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 50 training videos. My number one way that I love to trade is a great way to trade, and that's what I look for every day. It has a very high success rate, at least it does for me. Now, due to the fact I don't have a lot of time left, and I'm not going to go through all these ways that I teach. Please put the video on pause, read everything here. If you have any questions at all you got to do, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. Now, I do prefer Skype, made it easy for you. Just click on this link, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session and I'll answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks. Keep in mind, I do all of that with no obligation to you. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. Okay, so that just about wraps up this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next video and trading day, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.